Season opener.
Yeah.
A week away.
Yeah.
What are those conversations looking like downstairs? What are you guys thinking of? What are you guys focusing on? Especially, you got training camp starting tomorrow. Teams kind of rolling in.
Yeah, to be honest, we've been working hard all winter. We're feeling pretty good about where we're at. So, when you're this close, you just start to focus on the little things. Obviously, welcoming the players in today. We had met with them all, had a quick orientation, doing media day. So we're trying to switch gears now from planning into the implementation phase of it all. But yeah, hopefully by now you're feeling okay about it, because we're pretty close. Not a lot of time to shift gears too much. It's a bit like driving a massive ship liner or something. When you can't really just turn it around. So yeah, we're feeling pretty good, and we're just focusing in on making sure game one goes well, and that all the guys are here and they're feeling comfortable in their new apartments and all that stuff. So.
They say many times, you can plan as much as you want, but execution is the thing that really matters. When it comes down to execution, is there anything that you're nervous about where you're like, okay, this may not go the way that we want, but we have plans in place to make sure that we can
to be honest, I'm always a bit nervous about it, because I feel like if you're not nervous, you're probably not caring enough. But we've also done quite a few of them and done events in general, and I know that you also can't control everything, and so you just have to be prepared. And I said, if and when something does go wrong, you have a plan to pivot to something else. So yeah, I feel nervous, but it's a good way. It's like the exciting nervous that you get when you're excited that something's coming up that you want to do, and so we're really ready to get it going. So it's a long winter for us, and we're ready to get going here.
This last week especially, what does your day-to-day look like?
This last week, as I said, a lot of finalizing of details, housing, player arrivals. We're locking up some of our final partnerships for the year. Visiting with some of our sponsors, making sure they're ready to go. We've been at the venue quite a lot, especially with the Jets doing so well here in the playoffs. We've been working with them quite a bit on when we can get in and start preparing for our season, so conversations with them. So yeah, a lot of the same that we do in the winter, just hyper sped up now as we get closer.
Yeah. They say in the world of business there's a lot of highs, a lot of lows. Sometimes you're going to stick to the middle. Is it hard to stick to the middle, or do you get caught up in the highs sometimes when players going well, season's going great, or then the opposite, when things aren't going well, there's complications going on?
Yeah, it's a good question. I try to stay as in the middle as I can, because you make, I think, better judgment, better decisions when you're staying in the middle. I will say though that before I've actually produced events for a long time, and until the Sea Bears, I've never really understood the amount of stress and drama that comes along with watching your team play while you're doing the event. You're doing all the things you should do to plan, but then at the same time you're really invested in, to your point, if a player's doing well or not playing so well, your team's playing well, all that stuff. So it's been really a fun new journey for me over the past couple of years to see that side of the behind the scenes. But yeah, I'm a pretty even guy in general, and so I try to keep it. Get too high or too low doesn't help anybody, and especially me, so I just try to keep it somewhere in the middle.
Last question for you here. Are you able to turn it off when you go home at night, or is this basketball 24/7 for you?
Again, to be honest, I'm a pretty even guy, which I think is why I do these types of jobs, is I'm okay with keeping stuff in their place. I'm not going to lie. I have some sleepless nights here and there when things are going better or worse, but for the most part, I'm okay with trying to get a few minutes off every day to try to. Again, if you don't do that, your brain just starts to melt down. So, I try to separate a little bit from it and try to keep it in perspective. It's sometimes you can't help it, but most of the time you just try to keep it all in the scope of what's going to help you get through to the next day.
I said last question, but I lied.
That's fine. You can
one more. If you had if you had a message to yourself at the end of the season that you would want to look back at, what would you hope that you had done, or that your goals are for this season?
A message from myself now to myself at the end of the season?
Yes.
Well, I think this is an incredibly important season for us, like our third one. So we're theoretically, we've had a couple of really great seasons, but I know the fans are wanting more from us now. We got to play better. We've been knocked out a couple times in the first round of the playoffs. So,
and you're hosting the championship.
And we're hosting championship weekend. So this is a massive year for us. So I think if I could say, I don't know about a message to myself, but to all of us, we're just, we have a lot on the line this year, and we want to just work as hard as we can to to make sure that the players know and the fans know how much we care about what we're doing here and how important we think all this is. And hopefully at the end of this, we're looking back on this message and you're playing it to me and I'm saying, oh my God, I can't believe we won the championship. That'd be amazing. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it, but I mean, I said it's a big year for us to sort of transition as we, as I said, continue to grow and hopefully our fans continue to come along with us. And Champ Weekend's going to be a big deal. So all of it's, you're making me nervous. Now you're making me nervous. I'm not even anymore. You're making me too stressed. But
thank you, Jason.
Oh, my pleasure.
Appreciate
it's great. Thanks, guys, for all you're doing.
Thank you.